Also, stand by on your command.
Shoulder, arm. Ready. Hold on.
For even the veterans of Civil War reenactments, Saturday's emulation of an 1862 battle was a completely different experience. These men in uniform have followed the orders of their colleagues in command before, but on Saturday, in Newtonia, the commander-in-chief was behind the camera.
So on each round, you want someone to drop?
Well, I mean, how far they are. I mean,
All right, guys, let's hold up.
cut!
Paul Wannenmacher, who has been working in video production for 35 years, led both the Yankees and the Confederates, and the crew, in what will be his third documentary.
I read a lot of history. I don't have a history major. On every project that I get into, obviously I've got to, first round of business is just immersing myself in the research.
Taking place in a muddy backwoods brush, this battle was designed to feel like the real thing, aside from some necessary technology. But, according to Re-Enactment coordinator Jim Reitenauer, the crew and the soldiers are beginning to adapt to each other.
This, you got, a couple of different elements that don't understand each other very well, at least at the start. And so that's where I'm supposed to be trying to help. As I told somebody, I speak reenactor and I also speak video, so I translate.
I found it to me it was quite interesting to see, from the standpoint of how they make documentaries, movies on it, and tiring. Yeah, I would say it's a little bit tiring because sometimes they'd have to reshoot a certain thing, and there's a lot of, well, I like to say downtime.
One aspect of the Newtonia battle, which will be highlighted by the documentary, is its interesting historical significance involving Native Americans.
Now this was the first battle. Now there had been some most of the Native Americans stayed in Indian territory and even signed, papers saying they would, but several went to the Confederate side. And they were able to convince them to leave the Indian territory and come fight. Now a lot of the Union Indians were driven out of the Indian territory. And they formed their own units, and it just happened to be that here at Newtonia was the first battle that they engaged each other in as actual Confederate and Union forces.
Nearly 150 years later, both Yankees and Confederates, and both history and video buffs, are really in this together and seem to be loving every bit of it. In Newtonia, this is Will Blanchard for the Joplin Globe Online.